See me? Y'all see what I did? It looks so good, y'all. I love it. Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are doing well. I actually have on, I haven't closed though. I haven't closed. And I'm actually filming a video right now for like a huge haul. But the camera almost died. So I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys what the primary bedroom looks like, and then kind of get in a little bit of the details of the project and like share the information of the second contractor, and then show you guys what the room looks like. Now the room is not completely done. I am still going to be doing like a little decorating here and there, and I actually kind of like, I'm at a point where I kind of want to rest in it a little bit before I do any changes or make any changes, because I just don't fully know what all I want to do, and I kind of want to sit in it to see how I feel in it. But I am actually very happy with the results. I'm very happy with the results. I got nervous at one point, so let's go ahead and show you. I think I still have footage of the before, so you can see how that looks, and I will walk you through the upgrades of what's done afterwards. So let's go ahead and get into the before, and I will show you the after. A quick overview of what everything looks like prior to the upgrades. As you can see, traditional door, no paint, ceiling fan, no curtains, as y'all know, for an entire 6 years. It has been like so, like this, you know, which isn't bad. See me? Y'all see what I did? It looks so good, y'all. I love it. I'm gonna walk y'all through some of the things, because I know some questions are probably had as you were looking over the after, and I'll explain some things, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the voice walkthrough part of this room tour. Okay, so yeah, the recessed lights, I forgot to mention, I got those from Home Depot, and so I'll have those linked as well. They are like 14-inch, I think, recessed lights. Like I said, dimmable. They come in 3 different options as far as like daylight, cool, and then warmer tone. Everything is set to daylight because I just want the more natural lighting. Oh, I forgot to mention the chandelier. The blades are retractable, so if you don't want to have them on, you can just use the remote and turn fan off, and then they retract in, and you just have the chandelier part. And if you need the fan, then you turn the fan on, and then they retract. So, or come back out, so you can, use the fan. But the tray ceiling turned out so good, y'all. Here's the thing. I actually, accidentally, because I was rushing, got the wrong color. This is not supposed to, the tray ceiling is not supposed to be almost the same color as the wall. Also, the first contractor I used got the wrong sheen, and so I forgot the sheen that he got and got the wrong touch-up sheen. So as you can see flat here, and you can see like velvet or whatever in some of the areas. So that's something I'll have to go and touch up myself. But yeah, the tray ceiling was not supposed to be the color of the wall. It was actually, as you saw, supposed to be like a ecru, how you pronounce it, like something similar to a lighter oatmeal color. But girl, by the time we got to the wrap up, I was like just picking a color, not paying attention. I call myself going in, getting the same color that was in the garage, not paying attention to the fact that when I was given that color from the previous contractor, there was no top on it and it darkened over time. So I went to Sherwin-Williams for that color, and now it's the same almost color as the wall, which is Cocoa Whip. This is Cocoa Whip from Sherwin-Williams. I got it in the brand Emerald, and yeah, it's about the same color. And I was like, I was like, oh my God, this is not what I wanted. And then once it was all, before I put the curtains in, before me and Mama put the curtains in, I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. But honestly, when lighter things was added to the room to kind of help bring the look together, I was like, well, hold your mule now. I'm not mad at the color of it now, but again, I'm still sitting with things for a little bit, so that may change. I have no idea, so I can't give you a yay or nay on that. But as you can see, the tray ceiling looks so good. So good. There was a direction that the previous contractor was trying to go, and I was down for it, but as you kind of walk through, you really couldn't tell if it was coming together. The second contractors came in and nailed it in 2 days. 2 days, y'all. But look at it. Look, it just looks so good, so seamless. Not seamless, but it looks so put together. I love the way it looks. So as you can tell, this was the faux finish spray paint job that the first contractor did. And that and the back wall. If you can't tell, you probably can't on camera, this side and this side are totally different. Not totally different. They're different hues. There is red added to this side that should have been throughout the entire situation. But what I didn't know that wasn't also communicated was that the spray paint machine that was being used could only take 2 colors at a time. So when we're talking and the advice is given to like get more colors, it makes it so good, get more colors, only 2 was used. So I don't know why I had to get more colors. But he touched it up with the wrong color. He was trying to touch up with the darker color over here, which is Smokehouse. It's Smokehouse and Utterly Beige. So as you can see right here is Utterly Beige. This is Smokehouse. He was trying to touch it up with Smokehouse and touched it up with the wrong color. But honestly, you can't really see it. At first I was like, I'm gonna have to get somebody else to change it, but you can't really see it. So I'm cool with that now. But yes, it is different. You can't see the red hue, but there is a red hue there, and I can only see it because I'm like, I know it's there. But yeah, got the door changed out, as you can see, which I have been wanting to do for the longest in a lot of areas in this house, because when you're using the traditional doors, they swing in or out or whatever, and it blocks a wall. It blocks walkway. It makes the room tighter. So having the door go in the way that it was going in like this, it made the restroom real tight right here. It blocked the tub, and I just didn't like that being a thing. So I already knew I was going to change out this door. I just didn't know about like what it was going to look like, but I definitely knew it was going to be like a sliding barn door. So they spray painted the hardware on the door like a gold champagne-ish color, which I think complements very well with the nightstand, between the nightstand and the other gold, like not Victorian, what is it, like antique kind of gold hardware that's in the room here through the mirrors that are there, as well as the curtain rod. So I really, really like it. Only thing is I'm going to have to, thankfully, the sliding barn door is from Amazon, and it comes with a track to make sure that it's like not knocking like this. It doesn't do it often, but somewhere between the change of the contractors, that was lost, as well as the rubber stops that go here to make sure that the metal isn't clanging. like that. It takes a soft impact and you don't hear that clinging from this end to this end. So I'll have to go to Home Depot to find something for that. Also, don't forget, you see the little touch-ups here. I'll have to go and get the correct sheen for my touch-up and fix that myself, because now I'm about to turn into a DIY girly, because this is crazy work. Like it looks so good, but the entire process was a lot. And I understand now why the girls do it themselves. But the tray ceiling, I wasn't gonna do it myself. Now that I found somebody that can do it, it's getting done by them. But let me see, what else do I need to tell you guys about? So the bedding is from Amazon. I got a lighter color. As you guys know, the color that was on the bed is very similar to the cocoa whip color that is on the wall. So I decided to go with something lighter to help bring more brightness into the room, but the entire vibe of the room is supposed to be romantic, cozy, comfy, like kind of like walking into a dim romantic situation. That was always going to be the vibe of the room based off of the inspo that I saw and what I knew this room could do. I don't know everything, because sometimes it's hard for me to be able to put the finished pieces together, but I knew I just wanted to have some romantic lighting, something that's dimmable, something that actually embraces the darkness that takes place in this room because of where the sun rises versus where it sets. It's dark most of the day in this room because it rises on this side, and by the time it's 10 o'clock, the sun is above the house and you're not getting that direct sunlight in here. So for most of the day, it's dark in here. So somebody asked, like, if the room is already dark, why are you making it darker? I'm embracing the darkness now. I'm embracing it. I was trying to make it lighter for content creation purposes, and honestly, that's just not, I don't need to live for content like this. It needs to be what I want it to be, and then the content gonna do what it's gonna do. Amen. So that is what the bedding looks like. I actually was supposed to get the TV changed out to a rotating and tilting mount, but I picked up the wrong one from Walmart. So I'm gonna have to get it. So cords and stuff are left out, but it is going to get touched up in a different time when I have the time to worry about that. This basket and that is not going to stay here, nor is this chair going to stay here, y'all. I love the chair. I love how wide it is. I just cannot keep white clean. I can't. I always have oils on and lotions and whatnot, and it's just, and I'll get on it with my clothes, and it just over time just gets, and I don't always have time to like do the deep cleaning of this chair. So over time, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And I can't have that in, I can't. So it's definitely going to be given away to someone who can handle it, or put out on heavy trash day if my cousin doesn't want it. So that, and then this basket is going to be changed out. I'm probably going to look for something, probably go to Pottery Barn and look for something longer that's going to like be taller. That's going to allow me to do like, you know, a little taller situation, but probably not over here. I'm probably going to put it over here, or even right here could be a thing. I don't know yet. But something that kind of allows it to be like a little bit more comfy. Blankets kind of hanging over it a little bit, you know, that kind of spill. I don't think this goes with the situation anymore. That will eventually be switched out. So will this, because it's just, you know, I'll have to figure out seating now. Once the recessed lights was put in here, I had to move the bed me and my mama had to move the bed over a little bit, I would say 3 or 4 inches. And then that took away the space that was for this full, probably 5 inches. But it took away the space for this full chair. I'm going to get rid of that as well, that light, because I don't like it. It's very short now compared to everything. It was always short, but I don't like it. But yeah, it moved. It made the chair no longer feasible in that corner. So now I'm going to have to figure out seating in here. Now, granted, with the moving it over, it did create a lot more space on this side. So you can see that there, but I don't know. I'll just have to figure it out. Again, that's one of the things that I'm just going to be in here for a little bit and see. I no longer need these lamps. At first, I was supposed to have hanging pendant light kind of lamps here, but once the recessed lights were put in, I was like, okay, I don't feel like that's necessary. I also feel like if I did use it, it would be overly crowded. It would look like a lot based on where the lights are. Oh my gosh, I'm talking too much. But so yeah, I'm probably gonna give those lamps away. And honestly, the lamps, I've used it with the recessed lights on, and it doesn't make much of a difference, honestly. So those are going to be given away. Okay, so now for the curtains. The height from the edge of the tray ceiling down to like the top of the carpet, I want to say is 105 inches. I thought that getting 102 inches from Amazon in these sheer curtains would be enough. If we come down maybe 2 inches, it'll still be like very, very close to the top of the carpet. My mama had mentioned coming down 3 inches. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I said, but I kept going with the 2 inches, and this is what happened. But she said, girl, add you some tassels or something to the bottom of that, and let it hit the ground, and let's move on. It doesn't look that bad, but you can kind of see it a little better, the difference. But it's not like grazing the top like I wanted it to. It's literally at the top of the baseboard. It's literally at the top of the baseboard. So it does look short. It may not look like that on camera, but it does look short. But it does look good though. It looks so good. I don't remember the color that I got in these, but I will link them. Also the color, I did get another color to do the outer area, like here and here, in the edges, to kind of drape with a golden curtain hang back type thing. But I was like letting it sit like this for a little bit to see how I liked it. And then I am going to, this is just one package, which is comes in 2 panels. I think I need 3 on each side. So if I like the way this looks when I test it out and put it on each side or one side, then I can just get 2 more packages. And yeah, finish the whole look. The tie back rails are golden. You guys saw that on a previous vlog. They're also from Amazon. I'll link them, but they are peel and stick, so they're very easy to just put on. It's not an install process. Curtain rod. I don't know if you can really tell what it looks like, but it is a double rod and it curves on the end. So I want to say it goes up to 160 or 164 inches long, and what I needed, I want to say, was 154 or 153 inches. So we got it really, really close on each side, and it looks really good. I love the fact that it curves, and you have one rod on the outside, one on the inside, and they are screw in rods that you can make it whatever length that you need to make it. So that is also from Amazon, and I will have that linked. And yeah, I think so far it looks really, really, really good. I'm taking some stuff out, I'm changing things, I'm gonna make it look as elevated as possible, but also, you know, kind of go together, be more cohesive with the pieces that are in it. So like I said, I'm gonna sit in it a little bit and see what I want to add. Definitely know for sure what I want to take away, if I want to change the tray ceiling color to the lighter oatmeal color. But honestly, right now, in the few days that I've been back in here, I like it the way that it is. I have not felt grown until I got into this room. I had a mortgage for 6 years. This room did it. This room did it. This room and what it looks like now is what makes me feel like, okay, I guess I'm grown. I guess I'm doing big girl things. Like it just hits different. And coming in here, and I'm like, I feel good. I really do feel good. I really feel like I'm now doing something to the house that is showing some appreciation, trying to steward it and make it my own, personalize it and all of that. All the things that my mom, I've seen her do for years and get excited about. Now I'm actually feeling the perks. Like, okay, I want to do the next thing, and now I can't wait to do this and do that. And like even being willing to do it myself, because it's a sense of accomplishment of like being like, okay, I want to do something to my room, and actually going and doing it, and you feel accomplished. Your confidence is a little higher. You feel like, you know, you can go out and do anything. So honestly, I'm so excited with where the house is going. This does not look like it belongs to the rest of the house, and honestly, that's kind of what I wanted. But it does make me want to elevate all of the other spaces in the house, even if they're not cohesive in color. Just be every room, even if it's different in color, of course it will be. You walk in and be like, you know what, this still feels like Ashley. This feels like this is Ashley's house. I want that to feel like that throughout the entire home. So a little bit regarding the contractors. The first one I used, like I said, he's been my handyman for years. I don't want to get into the depths of everything that happened, but I will say overall, organization, communication, and efficiency of this project was not done. So it made me have to like change contractors. He is a very nice guy. He is a family man, and I think he is a great handyman. This is a project that probably should have been done with someone that is has done certain things like this before. Like the guy that did the tray ceiling, he does cabinetry work, and he knows how to cut the wood. He knows how to lay the wood. He knows the measurements and all of that. He knows the placement. He knows it all well, which is why he even had to rip out the bottom of the entire tray ceiling, and they still got it done in 2 days. Still got it done in 2 days. It took a week and a half, 2 weeks of just tray sealing. And if you go back to the videos, it was like a long time of just cutting and tray sealing and painting the shiplap and all of that. It was so long, and the original quote was 3 to 5 days. So I didn't know all of this. Is my first project, of course, so when it doesn't feel right, I don't know what to go off of. So now I'll definitely double check with my brother across the street, who is also a contractor and would definitely know the best people to do the job. And again, this is not a dig towards the first contractor at all. He just wasn't the person for the job, honestly. And you know, you want to achieve something, you want to stretch your business and grow your business, but you also got to stay kind of like in what you're capable of doing, and this just wasn't something that he could do at the moment. So that plus a few other things made me be like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I have to stop. I actually had to take a mental health break for a week from the project before even going and looking for another contractor, because I just almost wanted to be like, I can't believe I'm, dealing with all of this. Thankfully, my housekeeper, her husband is a contractor. He works and remodels bathrooms, tiles, flooring. He does plumbing, all of that. And he actually knew the guy that does cabinetry work that can finish this tray ceiling. So both of them worked in this room. It took them 4 days. 4 days. They started working on Saturday. He finished work on Wednesday. He did not work on Tuesday because I had the electricians come over, and so that they weren't in no one was in each other's way. The electricians were here. They only needed 3 hours to do all 8 recessed lights as well as the ceiling fan installment. So it wasn't that much. But he didn't come at all that day. And when I say he repainted the entire room except for the accent wall in the ceiling. He repainted the entire room. They took down the bottom of the tray ceiling. The guy that did the cabinetry work, he finished the tray ceiling in 2 days. All the cutting, all the nailing, all the laying and the trimming, everything. The first guy, my housekeeper's husband, came back and painted everything after it was laid. He installed the door, the sliding door. He was going to do the TV, but I got the wrong mount. He brought things in. He cleaned up. 4 days. So from beginning to end, if I used them, it probably would have took a week. So I will definitely leave their information for you guys if you were in the Houston area. He said it's okay to call, it's okay to text. So I will leave my housekeeper's information as well because I love her. Her and her daughter comes and cleans for me, and they help me. And they also organize, I think. So if you need organization help, they can help with that as well. I'll leave their information down there. RWB, I will leave their information. They are an electrician, electrician company here. And if you have been told many times before, if you are doing anything electrical wise in your house, do not use just any old contractor. Use an electrician, a company that has master license, all of that, so that because house fires happen. House fires happen, things are shorted, things are damaged, and you need a reputable company that is actually going to do that part. So I use them. I like them. The pricing was great. They were quick, efficient. The second contractor, he communicated very well. His work matched his words. Pricing was good. He was very efficient. He knew what he could and handle and everything. Like, so it was go. He came, the timing he came was work hours. And that, y'all, that makes a difference. Work hours need to be done like early in the morning, cut out around 4 or 5, because people have to shut down. So I loved that about him. Everything was seamless. Everything went quick. It was very professional. So again, his information is going to be down there as well. His name is Carlos Antonio. I called him Mr. Tony. And the guy's name who does cabinetry, his name is Jairo. Not H, girl. This is Spanish. Jairo. My bad for my Latinx fam. His name is Jairo. So his information, I don't have his number, but you can definitely get in contact with Mr. Tony, and he can help him with the project as well, so that everything goes the way it needs to go. So yeah. Trying to remember if there was anything else I needed to talk to you guys about. Other thing I learned during this project was that it is best to get your housework done during Q4 or early Q1. When it's cooler outside, the contract rates are lower, material is a little less as well, and it'll be possibly you can probably get it at a little lower of a rate as far as the entire project and job that you want, because their contractors work is slower during that time. There's the holiday season. People are in their home more, they're hosting more. They don't want to have to deal with all the things. So if you are willing to deal with all the things, it's not in a space that you will kind of be going into often during that time where it will interrupt your routine, and you're with reputable contractors that will be able to do it in the time that they quote, which you can't always guarantee, because especially if you're doing structural changes, that can change the project length in itself. But yeah, find you some reputable ones. Hopefully if you're in the Houston area, you can use the guys that I'm talking about. Also, I will put another person who I trust, his information in there. If you do not know who to go to in the Houston area and you don't need like the people that I mentioned, reach out to him. His name is Troy, and let him know I found you, or I heard about you through Ashley's video. She mentioned that he does roof work. He's a contractor as well, so he did my patio. Him and his guys did my screen and patio. So again, those things he can do. If he doesn't do it, he can send you to a person that he actually trusts. He knows the ins and outs of a lot of people's lives, and so he knows the ups and downs, and will tell you, no, it's not the time to go to that person. No, it's not the time to go to this person, or whatever. So definitely reach out to him and keep him in mind if you're in the Houston area, or the Dallas area as well, because they can travel. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, definitely hit me up in the comments below, and I will be sure to come in. If I have not gotten to you, y'all, it's because it's thousands of y'all and it's one of me. And I usually try to, within the first few hours of the video, make sure that I'm kind of down there commenting back and forth to you guys, especially during the first 24. But after that, work starts loading up, so please be gracious with me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Definitely check the description for any of the contact information that you are looking for. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.